I think for a long time, a lot of people have been on the side of Betty is a big problem. Betty needs to stay out of the relationship. Betty needs to let her son breathe. But then also on top of that, there's also been the other side of things where people have definitely never been a fan of Julia because of the way Julia behaves. You know, she has an attitude that's just not really kind, not really nice. And really and truly, Julia also has an attitude of somebody that creates her own problems or creates issues, but doesn't actually ever acknowledge that she's part of the problem. It's always somebody else's fault. Always wants to pass the blame. And this is one of the reasons why people just can't stand Julia. And then also on top of that, when it comes to her social media page, this woman is up and down. One minute she talks about how she wants to leave the internet because other women are bullying her. The next minute she's talking about how she's receiving so many beautiful DMs from so many women. Then she's talking about, oh my God, now I've given birth, I don't like my body. Look at me, I've gained weight. Then all of a sudden she's now talking about how she's now got a new gym set and how she's feeling good and how she's now working out with Sophie and on the journey of redemption. It's like, hold on a minute. So what the hell is going on with you? Are you bipolar or something? Because she's up and down, up and down. One minute it's your fault, one minute no, I'm okay. Honestly, it's absolutely exhausting when it comes to Julia. But let's get into the nitty gritty of exactly what happened on the 90-day diaries. Now, of course, like I said before, we've already spoken about the fact that she's given birth, but is choosing not to tell us. And that was due to some of the, evidence that I was able to find previously in a previous video, where we did see many baby items laying around in some of their videos. But here's the thing.
Every other American tradition, she doesn't want to know the gender. She doesn't want to have a baby. Your husband? Yeah.
And now I'm 8 months along and I'm freaking out. This
Julia has.
So given the fact that she says that she's 8 months on, it clearly gives us even more definition that yes, the baby's here. But anyway, that's not the focus of the video.
Rejected every other American tradition. She doesn't want to know the gender. She doesn't want to have a baby shower.
in Russia, if
When the tradition involves getting something shiny and expensive, of course she's all for it.
And I believe the tradition is to push something day. Push. If you know about it, you know about it, okay? Yeah, that's what it is. And now she's in a situation where she's getting gifted. But things develop a little bit more.
We could at least look at some jewelry today, but I'm not making any promises. Let's see what I can get you.
Possibly don't want to do the baby shower, but I really feel like you should, because you'll get lots of diapers, clothes, like maybe like a car seat or stroller, and then you want.
Honestly, not wanting to have a baby shower was actually hella weird. I've never known anyone to reject a baby shower. All the free things you get. Are you crazy? The way things makes you nice and set up. I mean, to be honest with you, Julia should consider herself lucky that she's able to have a baby shower, in a country where she doesn't have. Wait, does she have any friends in America? I don't even know, To be fair, anyone that Brandon knows, obviously his family and over on that side is more than enough. Either way, though, you'd think she'd want one because, yeah, you get so many freebies. Which, to be fair, interesting enough, Brandon tried to convince her into getting one, but she was like, nah. But now all of a sudden, she's talking to this random person, and now she wants to have a baby shower. Honestly, that's one of my pet hates. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and I give them advice and they don't take it, but then they give the same advice by somebody else and then they take it, honestly, that is one level of disrespect that you just don't want to feel. I hate that. But either way, though, that's exactly what Brandon's going through here, where obviously Judy does decide to have this baby shower. And to be honest with you, she's kind of lucky that she had one because remember Jasmine, from what I understand, never had a baby shower, and that's why she was probably linking her Amazon thing, saying, hey guys, can you please buy me these things for baby Matilda on her Amazon wish list? Yeah, but but that's Jasmine, yeah.
Don't have to worry about getting those things. Okay, we'll get together with family, friends. We're just gonna eat and then we're gonna shower you with some gifts.
I mean, like, who should come to this baby shower?
Whatever you want, I'm gonna leave that to you.
We told them the time, and they were not coming like exactly time. We'll be asking 5 times.
I know.
Come for this time.
Calm down. It's
Tell them to not come.
no,
Too late.
no. I've
Too late.
Remember when I said Julia is, to be fair, most of the time she is a part of the problem of a lot of her issues. So here's the thing, obviously Brandon's obviously explained that his mum and dad's going to be late. But she's having always a fit about, well, we asked them 5 times, you know what, just tell them not to come. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing about hormones. I don't want to hear nothing about she's pregnant because this is Julia all the freaking time. If she could find a reason to tell Betty and Ron to not come, she will find a way to do it, okay? If she wants to create an issue out of nothing, she will find a way to create an issue out of nothing. This is what she does. It is absolutely infuriating. It's jarring. It is draining. It is pathetic. It is childish. The fact that this woman is now a mother is very, very concerning. Because, boy, I don't know how she's going to raise their child. We don't even know if the child is a boy or girl, to be fair, even at this moment in time. But at the end of the day, just because his parents are going to be late, why is that a big deal? They have lives. Hell, she complains about how Betty comes over to their home too many times and comes unexpected, unannounced. And now Betty's going to be late. You're now upset about that? Listen, and also let's not forget, she didn't even want to have the baby shower. She's only having the baby shower because the woman at the store, the jewelry store, convinced her that it's a good idea because that's how you get all these freebies from all the people that come. Without being convinced, you wouldn't be even having this. To be fair, Betty and Ron probably thought the baby shower wasn't even going to happen anyway because you already said that you did not want one. And here's the thing: when you tell people literally at the drop of the hat that, oh, this is now the plan, you have to also take into account that those people would have had plans prior. They would have maybe planned to do certain things. So now they have to potentially move their plans around to accommodate you, and you're all of a sudden wanting to have a freaking baby shower. Honestly, just really, really not considering other people in any shape or form. I mean, listen, if it was their wedding day, I'd understand. Baby shower? Come on, it's not that deep. Well, at least I don't think it is. Well, especially when it's last minute. Yeah, definitely not that deep when it's last minute.
Doesn't need to come to my issue.
Julia.
Don't come. No, we decided not doing this. This was a joke. It's not everything about you.
So Julie decided to make a joke. Now, bear in mind, she did say that she does not believe in the tradition of finding out the gender of your child. Again, something that obviously she would have told every single person that this is something that we don't do. So, first, you do want to do the baby shower. Secondly, you don't do no find out the gender, okay, which is completely fine due to obviously the way you see things in Russian, which is fine. But you change your mind the last minute about the baby shower. You're lucky that people turned up first and foremost. Be grateful for that. And then also on top of that, you then do a joke about revealing the gender of the baby. Now listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the joke wasn't funny because depending on context, it can be funny. But in this context, it's not funny because people have had to literally drop their plans last minute, rearrange their plans last minute to attend your baby shower. And then also on top of that, with the hopes that they're now gonna find the gender of your baby because you've told them in the past that you wasn't even going to find out what it was until the baby was born, but now you're making people believe that maybe you actually know what it is because you've changed your mind. You want to do things the American way, so everybody's hyped up, especially Betty and Ron. Of course they're going to be hyped up. Of course they're going to be excited because we know how much they want to have a freaking grandchild, and you go and play this stupid game. Wow. Like I said, Julia is the cause of many of the issues, but never wants to take any lodging with it. In this context, it wasn't funny. If it was, yeah, but let's just continue.
I knew my mom was not going to take this joke well. I don't think she understood quite what we were trying to do, so now I've got to smooth things over with her.
I'm a little worried because Brady said something about the fact that we're going to have boundaries. I still don't know what those are, but I'm going to keep myself positive and think positive and happy thoughts that there's nothing that's going to be too invasive or restricting. Yeah,
no,
dating. If I can't spend time or cuddle and love our new grandchild.
Listen, when it comes to boundaries, I am all for boundaries. I think boundaries are literally one of the most needed things in this world, okay? Because boundaries is exactly what allows us to have a backbone. Without boundaries, we have no backbone, okay? And yeah, but here's the thing though. The situation with Betty is an interesting one. It's a bit complex because you see, so many people would love to have their grandparents, their parents to be there to help them raise their child. For childcare, you name it, they need that, they want it. A lot of people have that. Then there's so many people who don't have it at all, whether they're single parents or whatever, and they have no child support from their parents for whatever reasons. So the question that Julie really has to ask herself right now is, would she prefer to have child support or no child support? That's what I want to know. Because to be fair, I would argue and say that I'm pretty sure in this population, every single person that has had their parents around them to help them raise their child have appreciated the hell out of that. And every single person that never had that literally hopes they'd have that. So to be honest with you, in this situation, I know Betty's a lot. I would struggle to handle her presence myself. But to be honest with you, it's a win. I don't really see it as a loss. If there's one time in life I want to be overwhelmed by the appearance of somebody that's just always there, even when I don't want them to be there, if there's one time I'm going to actually appreciate, I'm actually going to allow my feelings to not be the factor of why I'm going to be will behave like Julius pretty much. This is one of those situations. Listen, have them. Look after them. Do the thing. Listen, I want to play my game. Hey, mum, come look after my baby. I'm good. I'm happy with that. Hey, I want to go out today. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. Me and the wife wants to go out for have a nice little cheeky date and that. We want to keep the romance going even after the baby. We want to still feel like we are the way we were before the baby. Blah blah. We want to feel like the baby hasn't changed too much of our dynamic or whatever. If you want to be here to help, if you want to be here 5 days a week for a couple hours, listen. So be it. I've got to go to work, earn some money. Come on, help me out. I got to go to the shop or what? Do it. But of course, there has to be a balance where you are more active in your child's life than your own parents, of course. Because if your parents are looking after your child more than you, well then, yeah, that's not good. Your child's going to think that your parents are their parents when it's not the case. So, you know what I mean? There obviously has to be a balance within it. But either way, though, I ain't saying no to no child support. Are you crazy? Especially in today's economy. Anybody who's a parent knows how expensive it is to send your child to nursery. In the UK, we call it nursery. I think in America, you call it daycare. I don't know. All right, and it's about £1,000 a month or some stupid little. I don't know. I think it depends on where you live and also the quality of the place that you're leaving your child and who you're leaving it with. All I know is that it costs a lot of freaking money, but I can give my child for free, so my child can have childcare with my mum up until my child's old enough to go to school. Only a fool would say no to that. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Judith's probably going to be a stay-at-home mom anyway, which I guess, does change things a little bit, but still, the help is needed. The help is, take it. Absolutely take it. But hey, Julia will be Julia. She just wants to be hard-headed for the sake of being hard-headed. All I'm saying is, if there's any point in my life that I was going to accept Betty for who she is, this will be the time. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.